You're watching Sooner Football with Brent Venables from the Mathis Home Studio. Mathis Home, your official furniture sponsor of OU Athletics.
Shotgun snap. Arnold to throw. Looks right, under pressure. Got away. Now he squirts out to the right. Still scrambling. Throws. End zone. Caught! Touchdown! Jacob Jordan! Frosty got him! 6 seconds to go till halftime. Jackson Arnold stays alive, and he finds Jacob Jordan for his first career touchdown in the corner of the end zone.
Welcome to Sooner Football with head coach Brent Venables, presented by Mathis Home. Sooners dropping one here at Ole Miss, 26-14, had the halftime lead, saw a lot of good. Third quarter was very difficult, and the Sooners take it on the chin. Coach, your thoughts?
Yeah, no, you hit it on the head. I thought our offense and defense and kicking game really played our best half of football this season, and got into a great rhythm on both sides. And offensively, they were humming. We ran the ball, we threw it, very efficient. I think we were 7 and 9 on third and fourth downs in the first half, and had a picture perfect, if you will, a 2-minute drill right there at the half. And
what was that, 98?
Yeah,
and take it 90-something yards.
Yeah, and ended the ball or ended the half without, other than the last 6 seconds, which is what we wanted to do. We ended up kicking it off, and they took a knee, and that was the half. And so, really, again, going on the road, thought our guys did a great job of attacking and being aggressive, and the mindset and the play calling. Thought the staff did a really nice job. Both sides of the ball, but particularly again on offense, and have what they've had to overcome, and being the first week of game planning and calling it and putting the guys in position to be successful. And I thought they did that, and so a lot to really build from and be excited about going into halftime. Our guys weren't flat. We just didn't play good enough. In the second half, in the third quarter in particular.
Fundamentally,
it's a little bit of a few things, but we got a chance to get off the field on a 3rd and 6 or 7 there, and their quarterback has fallen to the ground. We got a couple of defenders that have him wrapped up, and we're in a man concept, and the corner takes a little peek, and back at the quarterback to see what's going on, and the receiver just turned up a little bit, and he dropped it over his head. They converted on that play, got a first down, and then a few plays later, just like the game does to you, you get punished when you do the smallest things, at the wrong time. And I think they had a little play action. Not a trick play, but it's a deceptive play where they fake like they're giving it to the tailback outside on the perimeter, and they drop the tight end, on a little pop route, and for a touchdown. When we have bad eyes on that play, you got a freshman safety out there, and he gets his eyes caught in the backfield, and it doesn't take much. And so they scored the touchdown there. They actually were, I think they were. Yeah, they got a touchdown there, and then the next drive we come back and another, I think that was an 8-play, 65-yard drive, and the next drive was a 7-play, 83-yard drive, and we had our opportunities to get off the field there, but they got a conversion within the drive right around just past midfield and in an area that, we worked really hard all week. This is when the trick plays come out, right after a conversion. They got you on your heels, and we get beat on a double move, where we're in a call where we should have, lots of space between us and the receiver for that reason. And again, the game punishes you. You play good people, you go on the road, and you have you don't have endless opportunities to win the game. You have these small windows that you need to do. You don't have to play perfect, but you need to play well. Yeah. And those are fundamental things that you could categorize. That ain't playing well.
Yeah.
If they're gonna do, and again, credit to Jackson Dart on when he's wrapped up, and he finds the guy, and the guy catches the ball over his head on that 3rd down. But shame on us for not plastering when you're going against a quarterback like this that is known for doing exactly that. And so I hate it for the guys as we got punished in the worst ways at the wrong time. And again, offensively, our first 4 drives, I believe, we just could not find that first half.
Second half, you don't.
Yeah. And I think they had a 3-play and out, 3-play and out, and we had a 6-play.
Right. And
then we had a couple penalties. We're backed up. We lost the field position. We had a couple of penalties there and back-to-back drives, and then we get a sack. And it's hard to overcome some of those mistakes. But it just go back to the penalty, the holding. We had a couple of holdings early in the second half that really makes it hard to overcome. It's not just our offense; it's every offense. You get one of those at 2nd and 18. Next thing you know, it's 3rd and 16. You're going to win most of those battles, and most teams aren't good enough to overcome that.
Yeah.
And in a game on the road playing against a top 20 team, we can't make those mistakes.
This bunch is 6 points away from being undefeated and ranked number 1 or 2.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you're up against.
Yeah, they lost in their last game. They lost in overtime on the road to one of the best teams in not only the SEC but in college football right now. LSU's playing really, really good. They've gotten I've seen that team, watching them. They've gotten better, and so they lost a heartbreaker in a game they had won, and at the last second, LSU snatches a victory from them, and then they lost 20-17, at home to Kentucky,
right,
in a really tough game. So 2 3-point losses, and you're looking at a team, that's undefeated, coming in here today. So,
but Brent, you outplay them. I mean, just that first half, you basically outplay a team that's that good. So the degree of success, I think it surprised a lot of the most optimistic Oklahoma fans. It seemed as though it was much more crisp. It seemed that the offensive line showed more physicality and did some things that a lot of us didn't know that your team was capable of.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of really good stuff.
Well, and again, we got, even it's a 12-point, 2-touchdown, game, just less than 2 touchdowns there. And in the fourth quarter, we put together a great drive, 14-play, 68-yard drive, and we kick a field goal there, but we're still down by 2 scores. We're still be down by 9. So it's this is you don't get like endless opportunities to come back down here. Let's make something happen. Maybe a PI, and of course we got sacked there, but we really did. I thought the offensive staff did a fantastic job. You get the news on Sunday afternoon, and things can go sideways quickly. And I just appreciate the toughness and the leadership that the staff displayed. The players taking ownership. We met with them on Sunday, and they were businesslike. Nobody enjoys when you have to go through things like that. For the players, that's their first time, probably in their lives that they've had to, and so you don't come back and respond by not handling that situation well. I thought everybody handled it in the right way, and then again the staff went right to work. Joe, John, and Kevin, and DeMarco, and Bill, they all did a fantastic job of going right back to work, putting together a great game plan, putting these guys in position against one of the best defenses in all of college football. This is a team that defensively they'd only given up 10 points a game. And
you had 232, I want to say, at halftime yardage.
Yeah, and 60-plus yards rushing per game. I think we had 125 at half, and I think the stat numbers, with the sacks included, were around 150. But that's a team, again, Ole Miss, they're a team that prides themselves in running the football. Yeah. And we did a really good job there, not so much with the explosive plays in the second half, and it's enough to punish us, against a really good team.
We'll take a break. When we come back, you'll see the first half highlights, and then we'll talk about it. Stay with us.
Sooner Football with Brent Venables is brought to you by Mathis Home, the official furniture sponsor of OU Athletics. Welcome back to Sooner Football with Brent Venables from the Mathis Home Studio.
Approaches the football. Total leather, and we are underway on a Saturday morning in Mississippi as the kickoff sails through the end zone. Rebels go tempo, handoff Parrish, the running back runs right, and he got planted. Wow! Dart claps his hands, takes the football, fakes the handoff, wants to throw, has a wide open catch. Tight end down the far sideline, that's Daquan Wright, and he rumbles his way all the way down to the Sooner 25-yard line. Dart has it. Handoff Parrish up the middle, cuts left, he's to the 5, weaves back to the 2, to the 1, pushing his way, and he's into the end zone. He got some help right into the line. Snap to Jackson Arnold. He'll run it himself left side, 25-30, and he dives forward. Bauer Sharp in the backfield for the second down. They snap. Now they throw it to him wide open. He turns it up 45 to the 40. 35, puts his shoulder into a Rebel. He's down inside the 30-yard line. There's the snap. Play action. Arnold looks to throw. Pumping it. Rolling right. Still looking. He'll run it. He's got the first down. 15, 10, and he slides down there. Snap to Arnold. Fakes the run. Looking to throw. Lobs in zone. It is incomplete. He joins trips to the right. Arnold to throw. Across the middle. Caught right at midfield. That'll be the first down. Bauer Sharp on the Rebel side of the 50. Rolling right. Arnold being chased. Looking to throw. Dragged down from behind. That's a horse collar. He throws it up for grabs. It's incomplete. Thompson left. Arnold, handoff. Here comes the reverse. Flip to Thompson. He's met in the backfield. He's looking to throw. Now he gets rid of it late. Folded in half, and it falls incomplete.
Face mask.
Arnold sends Jordan in motion. They direct snap it to Tatum. He runs left. Cuts it at the 15 to the 14 to the 13. Still not down. Pushing his way near the 11. Jacob Jordan in motion. There's the snap. Arnold looking right. Holding. Now he wants to run. Now he throws late. End zone. Bauer Sharp wide open. Touchdown. Touchdown, Oklahoma. A touch pass from Jackson Arnold to Bauer Sharp on the back line of the end zone. Second touchdown catch of the year for Bauer Sharp. 9th touchdown pass for Jackson Arnold. We're tied at 7 with 2:18 to go in the first. In motion goes Lee. Snap, fake the handoff to him. Dart to throw under pressure across the middle. He threw it behind the intended receiver. 2nd and 10. Dart to throw again. Under pressure again. He'll throw short. Pass deflected. Incomplete.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Sooner Football with Brent Venables is brought to you by Riverwind Casino. Good times, great rewards. The best place to gear up for game day is shop.soonersports.com. Mathis Home, official furniture sponsor of OU Athletics. Sooner Football with Brent Venables is brought to you by Mathis Home, the official furniture sponsor of OU Athletics.
After their spontaneous injuries early in this game, handoff over the left side, smashed after a gain of just 1. Danny Stutzman passes Teddy Lehman on the all-time tackles list. 3rd and 5. Dart has it, gonna throw. Backpedaling, looking across the middle, touch pass downfield, caught at the 40-yard line, tackled shy of the 50. Ball on the nose of the red zone. Jackson Dart has it. Handoff Parrish, bounces left, turns it up, hit at the 16. It's Bentley. Dart has it, 3rd and 1. Hands it off. Bentley's hit the backfield, push backwards, lost yards. There's the snap. Hold down, kick is away, and he knocks it through. 10-7 Rebels lead it. Snap to Jackson Arnold. He'll run it himself. Right side, bounced outside, 25. Goes in motion. Snap to Arnold. Hand off left side. First down, Tatum. He's to the 40. Still on his feet. 45. Fumbled the football. Picked up by Ole Miss. On the return at the 45. They fumbled it. Jacob Hester comes back up with it. In motion, Jacob Jordan. Snap. Jackson Arnold. Under pressure. Hit. Ball's loose. And it is picked up by the Rebels. 2nd and 3. Rebels go quickly. Handoff and bouncing and tackled right at the line of scrimmage. There's the snap. Dart to throw. Looking right. Holding. Steps up in the pocket. He cuts right. He'll run back to the 5. Slides down there. Snap. Fake pitch. They come to the near side. That's Wells. He's met in the backfield. Spins away. Goes forward. He didn't get there. He didn't get there. They turn him over on downs. It's 2:05, but they will. Arnold gonna throw. He dumps it short. Caught by Barnes. He's at the 10. Sets up a blocker. 15, 20. Steps through a tackle. He's out to the 23-yard line. Snap to Arnold. He's gonna throw. Looking. Pulls it down. Backpedaling. Now rolling left. He'll run. No flag. 25, 30. Out of bounds. 35. From the 35. 1st and 10. There's the snap. Handoff. Barnes up the middle. Runs into a crowd to the 40. Still on his feet. 45. Spun down. Arnold has it. Wants to throw this time. 3-man rush. He'll lob it out to Barnes. Caught out of the backfield. Makes a cut to the 50. 45 at Ole Miss territory. 40. 35. And he's down at the 32. Arnold has it. Handoff Taylor Tatum. First down to the 20. To the 19. Still pushing the pile at the 18-yard line. And they'll both play dead there. Sharp wing left. Snap. Play action. Arnold looks. Throws. End zone. Jacob Jordan caught it at the 5. Shotgun snap. Arnold to throw. Looks right, under pressure. Got away. Now he squirts out to the right. Still scrambling. Throws. End zone. Caught! Touchdown! Jacob Jordan! Frosty got him! 6 seconds to go till halftime. Jackson Arnold stays alive, and he finds Jacob Jordan for his first career touchdown in the corner of the end zone. And the Sooners lead it in Mississippi.
Boy, what I love about this is Jacob Jordan. He starts on the far other side of the formation, and he wins on his route initially, but Jackson Arnold under pressure had to escape to his right, and he kept his route going all the way from the opposite side of the field all the way over to the pylon where Arnold finally found him. Great job by Jacob Jordan staying alive there in the scramble drill.
Sooner Football with Brent Venables is brought to you by Mathis Home, the official furniture sponsor of OU Athletics. This segment is brought to you by Community Coffee, family-owned Community Coffee, the official brewed coffee of OU Athletics. Taste the difference family makes.
Here's a look at today's halftime statistics, and that proves what we were talking about at the end of that first segment. I mean, talking first downs, talking yardage, talking being smart with the football. I also loved the pace, Coach. It was an up-tempo offense when your play callers thought it was time to do that, and it wasn't when it wasn't.
Yeah, they did a nice job, again, of at times huddling, going no huddle.
Mixed it up.
Yeah, with the tempo and having fantastic game control. And that's
what do you mean by that?
Well, game control. Well, we're possessing the football. We're having extended drives. Again, as I said, when we opened it up, we had a 10-play, had an 8-play, had an 8-play, had a 13-play drive all in the first half.
Right.
Where we did a really nice job of mixing run, pass, tempo, huddle, speed break, the things that we willing to take the quarterback. Jackson did fantastic in regards to taking what was there and then throwing for the most part, most of the day, throwing the ball on time. And then that's a place that is undervalued, that a lot of times a young quarterback, that's an area that maybe they second guess themselves, and there's just, you remember, you're on the clock. The moment that ball is snapped, you're on the clock. And I thought this was, again, from a quarterback standpoint, the best by a long ways. Just the quarterback staying on schedule, staying on time, delivering the ball, going through the reads, whether it was one side or 1, 2, 3, 4. And sometimes it's just 1 or 2, and did a really good job. We had one, which isn't on the quarterback, but we had one bad exchange where they did a nice job of a little mesh charge.
There's the mesh,
and that's
the lost fumble.
But the defense, again, same thing. They responded well in that situation and kept them from scoring.
You basically it seemed like Sexton is a really good offensive lineman for you, and it seemed like you kind of lost some momentum with his injury. What was it, late first half? So he wasn't available to you in that second half.
Right, and we'll have to go back and look and see what is him. I think one time we put Logan in a bad position, but at the same time, we think he's going to be a really good young player, and he's going against good. He got baptized,
absolutely.
But I'll refrain from really saying how he either did or didn't play. But again, as I alluded to, some of the things pre-snap, can help, as well, and again, not getting behind the chains, from some of the holding penalties and things of that nature that we had there in the second half, start the third quarter.
Barnes, a big game on the ground, and it was good to see him out of the backfield catching some swing passes, turning them into positive yardage. Let's send you to second half highlights right now, and we'll come back and chat about it.
In motion, Watkins. Snap to dart, play action. Throws right side, has a man wide open at midfield is Caden Lee, and he's into Sooner territory. 4 receivers to the right, 1 to the left on first down. Dart looks right, pump fake, throws across the middle, caught at the 10, pre-scored, walks into the end zone for a touchdown. Dart has the shotgun snap, looks left. Steps in, he shovel past it. There's the snap. Sooners bring 5. Dart steps up in the pocket, being chased by McCullough. Hit as he throws, lobs downfield, caught on the run at midfield. Dart to throw again, pump fake, looks deep, lets one fire, got a man at the 10, caught, touchdown. Going to take the direct snap here. He does, he runs straight forward, flag down, he's pushed back, carrying, reaching for the goal line, he got in, ball's loose, there's a pile up, the official on the far side says
Offsides.
Touchdown, and the call is going to be offsides on OU.
He doesn't have a safety over the top.
Quick throw caught by Parrish, and he's blasted immediately by DeSun McCullough. And Ole Miss takes a 23-14 lead to the 4th.
Thank you to our cornerstone television partners, OU Health, OG&E, Fowler Auto Group, and Coca-Cola. Sooner Football with Brent Venables is brought to you by Mathis Home, the official furniture sponsor of OU Athletics.
Man in motion left to right, snap, dart, play action. Looking to throw, hit as he throws, and it's incomplete. 41 yards. Snap good, hold down. Kick is away, driving kick is through the uprights and good. Arnold has it. He's going to roll right. Got to throw. Got rid of it. Jordan caught it out near the 10-yard line. 8-yard pickup, 2nd and 2. Arnold to throw again. Looks right. Dumps it out to Barnes. Good catch out of the backfield. First down. Turns it into the 15 to the 20. Jackson's got it. Fakes the handoff. Going to throw. Looking deep. Looking. Can't find anybody. Throws short. Bauer sharp open out of the backfield. Charges forward. They've moved it from their own 2 to almost midfield. Arnold to throw again. 3-man rush.
Oh, man.
He's got time. Takes a shot downfield. Hester caught it at the 35 in Ole Miss territory. Need a huge play. Arnold back to pass. And he's surrounded and sacked immediately. Final score today in Oxford. Ole Miss 26 and Oklahoma 14.
Here's this week's final statistics brought to you by Dos Equis, the official import beer of OU Athletics. Go for Dos. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. There's some real attractive numbers on here and a lot of things to pull from this. Tell me, Coach, do you see anything there that you would like to chat about before we get into a couple of other things?
Yeah, I mean, again, we've got to be better. The sacks are what jumps out.
Yeah.
We only had 1 on defense and gave up 9. And, most of those, I don't have that in front of me, but most of those were in the second half. And
almost all of them.
Were they?
Right.
Yeah. So, again, that's not good. That's 2 weeks in a row. And that just makes everything a lot more difficult and challenging, as we know. And,
your guys did a great job, though, I thought, of moving Jackson, putting him in different positions, whether it was a sprint out, whether it was different things that they did.
Yeah, changed the launch point, did a really nice job of that. And again, we created a lot of space for players, too. And that's what I like is, play design matters and getting guys open by formations and motions and things of that nature, all things that are easier to say than easier than do, and again, to sequence things, I think we did a really nice job and a good part of the game, but sequencing all of that. So, credit to the staff and certainly Joe John as a play caller as well. That made all those things happen.
Kevin Johns, it seemed as though he contributed quite a bit. A lot of people don't know a whole lot about him, but it just seemed like that from my vantage point. I don't know if you have comment.
Yeah, no, he's been there, done that. He's got this wealth of experience, and
a lot with the quarterback.
Yeah, and so, but also again with offense and as a play caller, he does what the first thing he did a great job of to me was just coaching him with no gray area. You should do this, you should have done that, a little quicker, all the things, a very matter of fact, and as opposed to, I see what you were thinking there, young player until they've run the ship, been a captain of the ship for a while. It's really any player. You don't want to have that much autonomy for young guys in particular until they've there's a real rhyme or reason for the decision making and start making plays and things of that nature. But Kevin's done a great job in a very short amount of time. There's a lot to ask of him, and so I really appreciate his willingness to step up. And as I said at the beginning of the week, man, he's like a pig in the mud, and it was easy for him. But the chemistry with the rest of the staff is what I thought was probably the most undervalued piece of all of it.
Yeah, we don't know that. That's good
info. And how everybody gets in there and they just go at it. And there was no territorial or siloing or trying to protect themselves and things of that nature. It was like, what's best for the players? And I thought the staff did a great job of that, led by Kevin and Joe Jones.
Coach, I thought it was your best game on 4th and short, 3rd and short. There was no getting pushed around. It was Barnes for 5, Barnes for 4.
Yeah, and we did a nice job on some of their short yardage on defense as well. Both sides of the ball, really, from a physicality, point of attack standpoint. It was, in particular, to your point, offensively, easily against, all things considered, against the best group of guys. That much success that we had was really encouraging.
All right, we come back hearing from the players, but also looking ahead to next week's game, so stay with us. We'll be right back.
Sooner Football with Brent Venables is brought to you by Mathis Home, the official furniture sponsor of OU Athletics. It's time now for this week's Player of the Game, presented by Groundworks, preferred foundation repair company of the Sooners.
Injuries early in this game. Handoff over the left side, smashed after a gain of just 1. Danny Stutzman passes Teddy Lehman on the all-time tackles list. Dart has it, 3rd and 1, hands it off. Bentley's hit the backfield, push backwards, lost yards. Danny Stutzman and Kobe McKenzie sit him down. Snap, fake pitch, they come to the near side, that's Wells, he's met the backfield, spins away, goes forward, he didn't get there, they turn him over on downs. Trips bunched right, 1 left, watch out for the tight ends. Back to throw, Dart under pressure immediately, dumps it right side, just threw it away. He was under pressure, Danny Stutzman breathing down on his neck, and Dart had to get rid of it, and the Sooners get the stop they needed.
All right, Danny Stutzman is down here with us. First of all, man, congrats on moving up on the tackles list, 11th all-time, and I know you and Ted have a pretty smooth relationship, so how cool was that to move past him today?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I try not to focus too much, but I saw it a little earlier, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Obviously, can't celebrate as much as I wanted to with a loss like that, but it's a real honor. Obviously, Teddy's one of the greatest to ever play at the university and in college football, so, I mean, it's a big privilege.
What was the difference between the first half and the second half, in your opinion? You guys, other than that first drive to open the game, had really played some consistent defense against that offense, and then it seemed like they found some things in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, it's just undisciplined. Bad eyes, little things here and there. It's not, you can't just point to one thing. It's a collective group thing. We have a 3rd and 14, and there's a bust in the front 7. Somebody doesn't run their stunt, and that the man coverage, it's hard, and we're running basically a 0. So the man coverage in the back end, it's hard to guard the guy for that long. So you just got to be better all around. It's a team. At the end of the day, it's not just one person; it's everyone. We all got to be better, every single person.
For someone who's so detail-oriented as you are, do you see that commitment to being detail-oriented that you want in the rest of this team in defense?
Absolutely. I mean, on Sundays, everyone's up there getting better. We've gotten better from, when Coach Venables first got here. A lot of people just kind of, say one thing, do another. But the group and the growth that we've had, then this group has been phenomenal. You got to be proud of all the young guys that really stepped up. A lot of guys are thrown into the fire. And that's the best way to grow.
4-4, not where anyone associated with this program wants to be. You're the vocal leader of the football team. How do you keep these guys together?
Yeah, I mean, you just take it one day at a time. Obviously, it's very tough. I've been a part of, kind of a few years ago where that kind of in a similar spot, and you can't let anyone get really thrown in the towel, really give up. As a guy, as a leader, you got to say, look, all right, we can't change the past. Now we can only change the future. We got to bring it every single day. I only got 4 more games in me here at this university, so I'm going to leave it all on the field. I'm going to bring the guys with me. Either have to drag them, pull them, but I'm going to get everyone what they need to do and just be better for the team.
How about the job, though, you guys did against the run, and you consistently have done against the run this year?
Yeah, I mean, kudos to the defensive line. That's all them. Those guys up front, they're phenomenal, man. They take on blocks. They open it up for, Kip, Kobe, and I, and we do a phenomenal job just, at the point of attack, making those tackles.
Thanks for grinding, man. Appreciate your time.
Thank you, guys.
Not the outcome Zach Alley wanted, but overall, how'd you feel your defense performed today, Coach?
Yeah, I thought that we started the first half off well, played pretty well through that. Came out in the third quarter, and it takes technique. You got to play with disciplined eyes and technique every single play. You never know when the biggest play of the game is that one. Every single time, because that's where you give up something that you shouldn't. And I felt like we didn't do a great job of executing the way we needed to in the third quarter and let them get back in the game, have some momentum, and weren't able to capitalize on some opportunities.
What do you think led to them having so much success getting the ball to their tight ends today? It seemed like that was a big point of emphasis for them.
Yeah, I think the first thing, a lot of the sets they gave us were stuff they'd never done. 12 personnel is not who they are, but probably some receivers down, they did it. And then we had to do a better job of finding the routes in space. We had a couple times where guys staring in the backfield, not doing their job, and I got to get some better calls to match them up. And we got to play like that, aggressive and understanding where my help is.
Sugar Huddle seemed to be strategic, too, a little bit from them. Is that something you've seen from them very much?
They've been more tempo. Something we expect every week. They want to hide stuff from us and try and get into plays and formations and things like that to expose you, which a lot of teams are going to do. But I thought we could have handled that probably a little bit better, but we did work it throughout the week.
Looking at positives to take away from the game, it seemed like you guys played the run again at a very high level. Just how encouraging was that to see your guys shut down their run game the way that they did?
Yeah, I think, we play physical and we play hard, and we're able to take that away. And then they came back and tried to throw the shots, and we've just got to do a better job of staying in coverage and doing our job. And I thought our D-line, man, they played really hard in the run game, and so the linebackers, and got after them a little bit.
Ethan Downs, man, what a battle. It seemed a little dinged up. Caden Wooler was out there some, but you got a bunch of guys that are fighters. Kip Lewis, when they called the guy down short of the goal line, he's out there fired up. You talk about even a blade of grass there defending it. That's defense still has that mentality, don't they?
Absolutely. I think that, man, our guys, they did a great job on third and fourth and short and getting off the field and giving us a chance. And there's a lot of fight in this team, and you're going to see that again this coming week.
4-4, not a position that anyone around here expected to be in, but how do you make sure that you keep this team together, you keep these guys on the defensive side together and completely bought into finishing this thing out the right way?
Yeah, I think it starts with our leadership. Our leaders on the team that are on our side of the ball, Danny Sussman and Billy Bowman and Ethan Downs, they've got to step up as well. Woody Washington, and help galvanize the guys to go out there and perform again. Because we obviously saw some great things, coming out from our offense, and that gives you a spark going into the next week, and we got to play better on our side of the ball to give us a chance to win.
Thanks for your time, Coach. Appreciate you.
Thank you, guys.
Take us through the communication, the process with Joe John calling plays today. How'd it go?
Yeah, it was good. Obviously, it's not something we all expected as a group, as an offense, as a team, but I'm appreciative and proud of Coach Finley and Coach John stepping up and helping us get prepared for this week.
Seems like you guys had a really good rhythm offensively in the first half. What was going so well for you guys in that first half that you really couldn't find in that second half?
I think for us was getting that first down. It was that, and I think in the second half that we had a couple 3-and-outs, but alongside that we had some penalties that brought us back. Some holding penalties, stuff like that really put you behind the chains, and it's hard. It's hard to continue to get into that rhythm. But that first half we executed really well in the red zone. I mean, the first drive of the game we got to the 2-yard line and didn't come out with any points in it. So we've got to be better there. We got to execute better there. But overall, I feel like just getting behind the chains hurt us in the second half.
This might be a corny question, but I'm going to ask anyway. You seem like you're playing with more confidence now. What have you known about yourself? What have you learned about yourself through this process, Jackson?
Yeah, I don't think I was really enjoying it too much before, and I'm not saying that I didn't enjoy it, playing those first couple games, but I think just stepping back and I had a bunch of pressure on my shoulders and a bunch of expectations and maybe even unrealistic expectations sometimes. It just kind of weighed me down, and I feel like now I can play carefree because, honestly, we're 4-4 now. We got nothing to lose at this point.
I know that, you look at the first half, offensive line played probably their best half of football the entire season. Sexton goes down, and that group struggled as a whole. How do you as the quarterback, how do you make sure that group doesn't get too down on itself?
Yeah, I mean, just got to stick by those guys. I was with them Thursday night. We took them out to dinner Thursday night, made sure we were all on the same page, all having fun, enjoying it. And when a big guy like Sexton goes down, a key player in our offense, you just got to rally those guys, encourage them, build them up with your words, and just really get after it at practice this week.
All right, Javante Barnes joins us. You were like a man possessed out there running the football today. What was it that clicked for you today, Javante?
I think just the whole week of practice, DeMarco's been telling us just go out there and have fun, play free. And I feel like sometimes I go in the game and too serious and take it too serious. I never really had fun since like middle school ball. So I think in my head I've been trying to tell myself just go out there and have fun and play your game. So I think today I just went out there and had fun. The O-line was doing amazing. Offense just had a good rhythm, just kept it going and kept energy and just, like I said, just kept having fun.
Saw you catch the ball out of the backfield
Yeah.
today, some check downs. What was that like for you? That has not been a big piece of what you've been doing so far this season, but looked awfully good, man.
Yeah, just doing whatever I can to help the team. We've been practicing that all week and pretty much all season. A couple plays that the ball goes to us, but just keeping it going and just making sure I bring energy. Anytime I get the ball, I put I put my brothers in my head and just think about I do it for them. So I do all of this for the team.
Billy Bowman joins us down in the locker room. First of all, I know it's frustrating, but overall, what's kind of the message to your teammates afterward to stay together?
Well, yeah, as Coach V said, the message doesn't change. It's been the same last 3 weeks, but we got to hit the ground rolling again starting tomorrow. We came out here today and we felt like we showed signs of improvement, but in that third quarter, we came out, we felt like we were juiced up in the locker room at halftime, but we came out and we had a bad quarter, and Oklahoma beat Oklahoma in the third quarter, but overall, we showed signs of improvement, but it wasn't enough, and we got to keep going.
Speaking of those signs of improvement, the first half, complimentary football. I know it's hard after the result ends up being what it is, but how can you guys build on that?
There's only one option, and that option is going back, starting tomorrow, starting Monday, getting this film, flushing it down the drain, and getting ready for Maine. I feel like a lot of the captains on the team are on that same page of, this is not Oklahoma right now, and we got to do what we have to get it back rolling.
And we're talking to Danny about it, but how about the job you guys consistently do against the run? Coach Chavis always says stop the run first, and you guys did a good job of that today.
Yes, we did. And shout out to the front seven guys. A lot of those guys, they put in a lot of extra time, a lot of extra work with their position coaches, and as well as the linebackers. So they've been really eating up front, and we got to help them out on the back seven.
Appreciate your time, buddy.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
First time calling plays for Joe John Finley. What a start! Just take me through this week and how it felt overall for you planning.
Man, I'm just really proud of the players because they've been through a lot this week. Lost their offensive coordinator, and, man, they came to work every single day. Obviously, it didn't work out like we wanted to today, but I just told them I'm extremely proud of them for the fight that they came out. They put one half of football together, and they kept swinging in the second half, even when it wasn't going our way. But extremely proud of them for how they responded, and look forward to moving forward with them.
Things went well in the first half. What do you think from your vantage point up there in the booth? What went wrong in the second half? Why could you guys not find the rhythm that you found in that first half?
Man, it really it comes down to third downs. We got ourselves into manageable third downs, I thought, and I got to put them in a better situation to make those plays and convert, because that's what we did in the first half, and you felt the momentum get on our side, and just didn't do that in the second half, and that's on us as coach. That's on me first and foremost, and again, just extremely proud of these guys for how they responded, and showing that was a really good defense that we played, and in the first half we moved the ball up and down the field, so that just shows what we can be. We just got to continue to work and get in that rhythm all the time.
So about some individuals. How about Jackson Arnold and the way he handled the adversity and pressure all day? He seems more confident out there.
I think he's grown up a lot throughout the year. He's been through a lot, but, man, he sat in there. He made some good throws. He made some unbelievable plays in the red zone, on the scramble drills, and ran for over 100 yards or so. I think he had a smile on his face in that first half, and that's what he can be, and that's our job to get him to do that every single game.
We talked to Coach Venables about Javonte Barnes, just, one of his best games as a Sooner, catching the ball out of the backfield, running tough in between the tackles, out on the perimeter. Just how good was number 2 today?
He was great, man, and that you got to give credit to the offensive line up front. I thought they did a great job blocking a really good defense, good front 7. But, man, that's who Barnes is. That's how he is every day at practice. He knows only one speed, and I'm just glad he got to show that a little bit today.
I know the frustration with the loss, but how was it for you? How did it feel up there getting in the rhythm of calling plays? What was the experience like for you?
Man, it was a lot of fun in the first half. As you can imagine, the second half was frustrating, but man, I'm gonna do exactly what these kids got to do, and let's go back, watch it, learn from it, and be better Sunday, be better Monday, and put these guys in the best possible situation to be successful because they deserve it because they worked their butts off.
Thanks for your time, man.
Sooner Football with Brent Venables is brought to you by Taco Mayo. Big appetite, bigger savings. Download and save today. Flogistics, the oil industry's leader in vapor recovery and production optimization. Air Comfort Solutions, your total home solution for plumbing, heating, air conditioning, and electrical. Make the winning call today. Sooner Football with Brent Venables is brought to you by Mathis Home, the official furniture sponsor of OU Athletics.
Here's a look at the upcoming schedule presented by Mathis Home, the official furniture sponsor of OU Athletics. The Sooners return home to host the Maine Black Bears next Saturday on Owen Field. Kickoff 1:30, which brings us to this week's scouting report. It is brought to you by Riverwind Casino. Good times, great rewards. Maine a loser today. They are now 4-4 entering the game, and they play in the Coastal Athletic Conference. Coach, injury-wise, what can you tell us from what you know and care to share?
Yeah, for as far as having guys back.
Yeah.
So
same, and you did have Sexton go down, and
yeah.
Dom went down. Your really good defensive lineman, but he came back in.
I'm not sure. It doesn't look like Jacob will be available this week, but I don't think it necessarily would be season-ending. We'll see though. And Deion Burks practiced early in the week and just wasn't quite ready, and so we'll see if he's closer this week. I know he's eager. Jalil Farouk will practice some here this week and try to get up again. Remember, he broke his foot in the first game, so put a screw in that, and he's right on schedule. He's really healed well, and whether or not he plays this week, he'll be on the practice field with us this week, trying to get back into that rhythm, and get in the shape and timing and all those things, and see where he's at here at the end of the week.
Coach, you have a chance to, I'm sure Maine is a nice program, but it's not an SEC program, so you have a chance to take some momentum from what you did offensively and the good and bad defensively and put it all together. And I would think that the guys come together this week and you have a good week.
Yeah, every time you compete, something's always on the line.
Yep.
And this is an opportunity for us to improve, get better, get to our 5th win, and continue to develop this team. I know that this is certainly not the season that anybody wanted or planned for, but the best part of being in the middle of a season is watching guys grow and improve and work and strain and sacrifice. Not take advantage of their opportunities, and for many guys they recognize that their time is running out as Oklahoma Sooners.
Yeah.
You have several guys that this would be the one of 2 last home games for them, and guys that have invested a lot in the program. So some people may not mean a whole lot to, but I know it means a lot to a lot of guys in our locker room.
I have a feeling that there are a lot of Sooner supporters that were encouraged by things today and look forward to next weekend. Coach, nice job.
Thank you.
Best of luck next time.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
For head coach Brent Venables, I'm Dean Blevins. We'll see you a week from now.